Hi, this in today's presentation we will demonstrate some of the new and very powerful features that we have included in InfoCaptor Enterprise. And some of the new features include the dashboard filters, prompts, and drill down functionality. And what you see here in front of you is a sample human resource dashboard. It's called HR dashboard in short, and it is sourced from an Excel file. So in short, we will show you how the data is organized and available in an Excel file, and then we'll demonstrate the features of the dashboard. And in the later section, we will completely build this dashboard from scratch. So basically what you see here on the top is a dashboard control, is a radio box control, and on the sides you have the another set of radio controls. So you can have multiple sets of controls and filters that you can apply selectively on individual widgets or a range of widgets, and based and based on that you can actually drill down on infinite level. It's very context sensitive, so you can drill down from this chart to this, from this widget to this charts, from this charts to further charts, and you can also drill down into external URLs and application. And so let me just walk you over first the how the data is organized. So this is how the data is available in an Excel spreadsheet. So you have the name, you have the hire date, and all these columns available as the first row of the Excel spreadsheet. So this is very critical when you organize your Excel data to be sourced into a dashboard. You make sure that the first row has uh, the column names, and then it is organized with in a tabular fashion, and be as simple as possible. You can have date columns, you can have character and number, that doesn't matter. And in the later section we'll completely build the dashboard from scratch, and then my things will be much more clear. So let us walk through the functionality of the dashboard right now. So in this section what I have is a year column, and when I select any year, the information changes automatically, so I can switch to any year, and the pie charts and this table reflects the corresponding figures for the year. So what happens is when you change this, it automatically queries the Excel file and brings you the summarized aggregated values and displays them in various format. And then the same thing is like, okay, when you change the location, and similarly with the, and on the last piece we have a simple drill down based on the bar chart. So this bar chart shows the number of employees, that the employee count for each year, and when you drill down, when you click on any of the bar, the spreadsheet below reflects and changes. So when I clicked on 2004, the all the employees that were present during 2004 are show up on the grid. Now we'll walk you through some of the new HTML controls that you can use within your dashboard. So why do you need HTML controls? Like, for example, you have dashboards that show information. Now if you want the user to interact with the dashboard, change the dashboard filters, parameters, and get new set of in context sensitive information, then you need to include dashboard filters and controls. And on the left hand section you see is the new category that you have is called HTML controls, and within that you have the radio, the checkbox, select box, text box, and a date breaker. So we'll walk through each of them and explain the features and the benefits. So let's drag this radio control, and so what you see is a default radio control with some default values in it, and you can format them simply the way you do with other widgets. So you can change the color combination and stuff, you can change the font, and you can also change the way they are organized. You can make it vertical or horizontal, and basically by saying just horizontal, and then I can simply make room for it. And you can also selectively position the title. So you double click on it and you just change the combo. And let's say if you have horizontal and you want to display the title on the left hand side, you can do that. I double click on it and I have the header position. I'll change it to left. I can also control the size of the title, and I just simply pull it to make room for the title and the contents, and you can simply place it. Now the first thing when you define a control is to give a proper name so you can use them in your other widgets that reference it. So if you don't do that, then what happens is the default name is simply HTML radio, and it won't make sense when you use it in the dashboard. So it's better to first rename it, and the way you do it is I just right click on it, I select edit properties, and I go to the name, and I can keep everything same. I can just append it by saying, so this way I can identify this parameter, because as you add more controls to your dashboard, it will become much more easier for you to identify which control belongs to which data set. And so this, in the same fashion, you have the checkbox control, and it also works the same way, except that it has, you can have selectively control and select multiple values. So the radio button is for place where you want to have only single value assigned to the filter, or and you use the checkbox where you need multiple values to be assigned. And in the same fashion, you have a select combo box, and in this case what you can do is you have an option to do make it multi-select. So when you do a multi-select, you just say multi-select, and it is available as a you can select multiple values, and every control behaves the same way. So you can change the position of the title and also the font and positioning. And another control that we have is a text box, is a free flowing text box. This is useful when you want the user to simply enter any value, and like a search box or something like that, and then based on that you can filter your widgets, your actual data set. And the last one is the date picker. So basically you can use this to for the user to selectively select a date range. So if you wanted to create a date range between start and end date, you would actually create a start and an end date, and you would rename it. So you can use variety of controls to control the amount of data that is shown and what kind of data that is shown on the dashboard. So this was the basic introduction. In the next section we'll talk about how you integrate this with the existing widgets.